Our phones are probably the one thing that we all tend to use every single day, especially since so much of our work is connected to it now. My phone is probably my biggest distraction, and I haven't organized or decluttered it in quite some time. So let's get this done in this video. Got my phone, and the first step we're gonna go is a deleting fest. Now this is gonna be deleting any unwanted applications, photos, videos, contacts, anything that's not needed, just delete it. And also loads of alarms that I set in the morning because I just genuinely struggle getting up. Okay, so deleting first is done. Second is figuring out your most important apps and grouping them into sections. So if you don't know what your most used apps are, you can actually go into the settings and find out from there, and it sort of shows you from like how much you use each application. For me, I like to go through all the pre-installed apps on the iPhone already and then group them with my most used apps, and then they go from my first page to my last page, if that makes sense. I mean, I'll explain anyway. My first page doesn't really change. It always is my messages, photos, calendar, and camera, followed by my clock, calculator, settings, and WhatsApp. I then have this massive widget in the middle, which is the weather. It's actually quite useful, so maybe I'll keep it there when I reorganize this. And then a row of social media. Obviously, if you're someone who's trying to decrease the amount you use social media, don't put it on your first page. But for me, I like it there, so I'm gonna keep it. So YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest. You can follow me on Pinterest on AnamAbbas1, but yeah. Phone, email, Safari, obviously very useful for instant access, and Spotify I use a lot, whether that's for music or podcasts. Then moving on to the second page, it will be my notes, contacts, health, and reminder app. My notes app is probably one of the things I use the most, just because it's so easy to write quick things down, and also I love the scanning document thing that you can do inside it. It makes life 100 times easier rather than going to printer and scanning the document every single time. Contacts I don't really use. I feel like I just use the one that's connected to the phone in the dock. It's weird if I just don't have it there. Like, it fits a theme, you know, the notes, contacts, I don't know, it fits in my head anyway. Reminder app, again, very useful. I love that it's a constant banner of shame for me when I haven't completed tasks that I've set for a reminder. So out of the pre-installed apps, these are probably the ones I use the most, but obviously social media takes like priority, so it went to the first page. But the second lots I probably use the most is my streaming applications. So they are nice and neatly in a row. That's Netflix, Prime Video, Disney Plus, and Sky Go. Applications after that, my phone is quite organized, if I must say so myself. I've sort of grouped them into different sections and put cute emojis on the sides because I don't know, it looks nicer to me. From fitness, navigation, shopping, interactive, editing, cabs, and books. Then comes Notion, YouTube Studio, FaceTime, and Snapchat. They're a little bit just there and don't have a section, which is really annoying me, so we have to fix that. The Notion is another application that I'm obviously using quite a bit, especially with all my video content, and I like using it as a habit tracker as well. Journaling, it's just fun to get your thoughts out at the end of the day and sort of just ramble on there. Snapchat I don't really use anymore, but I feel like it's just something that needs to be there. I don't know, maybe I'll delete it. On the third page there isn't really any folders, but on the last one I've grouped it into like the Apple Store, files, random items, food, and games. So obviously Apple Store is just like the App Store, iTunes, and whatever. So in files I've just put Keynote, Pages, anything that will have a file, your OneDrive, Google Drive, all of that. And then random is pretty much the pre-installed applications that I don't tend to use a lot. Food is obviously all the Uber Eats, Deliveroo, and all of that. I tend to use those quite a bit sometimes. And games are just my games for when I'm bored. I will see if I can group them a little bit more, but I do like having some applications that are just like applications on the page, you know, they don't always have to all just go in a big random folder. Okay, so deleting done, most important done. 3 is probably going to be turning off notifications for applications that I don't want to be notified about. The games apps, I don't really tend to play them these days, so I'll probably turn off the notifications for those. It just clutters up my notifications and it's hard to find the ones you actually want. I do want to turn off the applications for like my food and my cabs apps, but sometimes they send me offers and I don't want to miss them. Okay, I'll leave them on for now and then I'll see. If they start annoying me, I'll turn them off. Yeah, notifications I don't have a lot to turn off, to be honest. If you do, that would be really good for you. Okay, so the next step is going to be adding useful widgets. Now, I did download Widgetsmith when the whole hype was going on for making your phone look really aesthetically, but I deleted it because I hate the fact that it says Widgetsmith underneath, and I'm really particular about these things and it drives me insane. I don't know, does that happen to anyone else? Because please tell me in the comments, like, is anyone annoyed by that? Or is it just me? I'm gonna give it another try, so let's hope this time I don't go crazy. I think the widgets that I'll find the most useful are 2 quotes, screen time, battery, weather, Notion, and reminders. Not reminders, maybe reminders. Or like my calendar, that might be better. Reminders I'll put on the other screen. I do have the screen time all the way, like if you swipe all the way to the right. I don't really look at that, so it's a little bit useless. Notion, obviously self-explanatory, use that a lot, so that needs to be on there. Weather, I need to know how to dress, even though I still get it wrong. At least I'm trying. Battery, 100% need that because I am always leaving my watch here and there and I don't want to let it die, so I use, when I see it red, then I run. So in the middle of recording, my SD card decides that it wants to be full and turn off. And now my battery looks like it's also running low, so I'm having a great day. I'm gonna have a Lindor. This is how I solve all my life's problems. So I looked on Pinterest for different inspiration and I decided that I don't really like the ones that look the same color because it looks like I'm holding a toy, not a phone. So the widgets, I don't want to put more than 2 on a page because I think it looks like messy and cluttered. Either more than like 3, I don't think, can you even put more than 3? I don't know. My camera just ran out of battery and I don't have a second battery at the moment. I'm really pulling through for this video. Okay, finally finished. So let's have a look at my new organized phone. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below of what kind of widgets you guys like to have if organizing your phone increases your productivity. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon as well. I do release new videos every week, so hopefully I'll catch you next week. Bye!